To the 29-yard line.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Set, hut, 2, 6 the outlaw. Max, block.
Bridgewater now looking to throw on first. He's got it complete. Mike Davis. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. A very good gain on first down. 9 yards on the dump off.
At the 38-yard line.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. They'll try the jet sweep with Kirk. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
Cut, ready, 22. Get in the weight room. Get in the weight room. Whip. Watch the whip.
On the ground with Bryce Love, the former Stanford Cardinal. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Nothing doing on 2nd and 3rd down after that 9-yard gain on first. And boy, down a touchdown already, but they're going to line up to go for it on their side of the field. They're indeed going for it. Bridgewater. And it is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And it'll be a turnover on downs. So they take a big chance here in their own territory. And you think the coach may have some questions to answer?
Yeah, and, you know, normally we focus on the media, right? The social media barrage that he's going to get for this one. How about on his own sideline and in his locker room? Because I think the team's going to look at him like, Coach, why would we go for it there? I mean, no confidence in the defense. You don't like the punter. I mean, what's going on here? You want some explanations.
Now a play fake here on first down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
Off the play fake. Herbert. Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
So when you have good field position to start a drive and you give up back-to-back sacks, that can be demoralizing for a team.
Off play action. Herbert. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 20. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into...
But when this ball's tipped and intercepted, it's Chris Harris with a pick. Amendola, he was the intended target.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Off the play fake. Herbert. Hunter Henry brings it in. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Charger first.
First down, Los Angeles.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Watch one. It's just me and you.
On first down, they'll run with Hunt. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Kareem Hunt. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36. And that's now 2 big catches on this drive for him.
You know, the NFL keeps talking about the possibility of using video for coaching on the sidelines. That's not approved yet, but you can still use pictures. They've got to send his picture down to their defense and say, you see him? Cover him.
10 more there and another first down. So 3 plays already first and he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. Bryce Love, his first touchdown of the new season as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Gano the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
You got 4.
They'll run with Hunt on second down. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2. Off play action. Herbert. And it's complete. Henry. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. From the 32 now, here's first and 10. Now Scott. A gain of 3, second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to third down.
Here we go. 60 outlaw. Check.
They'll try to run for the first down with Hunt. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. 3 yards on first, 4 on second, and now 5 on third down. Move the sticks. On first down, they go right back to Hunt. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Bravo.
Off the play fake. Herbert. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Hey, Wahoo! Go!
From the gun on third down. Herbert, open man, it's Allen. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 38-yard line. Off play action. Herbert. He's going to rifle one deep left side. That's going to be caught by Reed for a Charger touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. The Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. Extra point try now for Crosby. It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Makes the score. Chargers 21, Panthers 7.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Panthers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right?
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. It's Chris Harris with a pick. And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas.
And that's now the second time he's picked off a pass here in the first half alone. Again, another great read defensively, and you just see him get in the right position to make the play and get his guys the football back.
Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. Well, that play was doomed right from the start.
He just about ran into every defender on that one, didn't he? It felt like everyone got a piece of that tackle.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
They'll run with Scott. 2 yards gets them back to where they started, but now 3rd and 10. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside.
Hey, I 7. Leo.
Off the play fake. Herbert. And the throw there going to be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback.
The Panthers take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action? And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. It's Chris Harris with a pick. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
With the Eagles?
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on first and goal. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Kareem Hunt with his second touchdown here in this first half. For the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
The Panthers take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
So now they'll come up on second and 10, once again from the 28. To throw is Bridgewater. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't incompletions on first and second down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. If you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
So on fourth down, kicking it away here, Michael Pilardi. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. This is taken at the 15. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But There's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Rush in. Rush straight on travel. Snap.
2nd and 4. Finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Ready, ready. 8 read. You Kill. Hey, Sam off. Buzz. Get.
On 1st and 10, Herbert. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And this is what here? Incomplete, they say. It looked like it was intercepted, but he apparently did not get the 2 feet down in bounds.
Here we go.
A first update now from Cincinnati. And it's the Ravens that have moved out to an early advantage. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. That'll be a game to monitor as we go along. And this one complete to Reed. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. And it bangs off the left upright and deflects away. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So plenty of leg, but it's the accuracy there that lets him down.
Yeah, he hit it really well. I think this might have been good from 55, but you'll see it just conk off that upright, and they're denied a chance at 3 points.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to. And down he goes. The pressure getting to Bridgewater. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. To try again after the sack. Bridgewater. Now he lets it go deep for Kirk. And that's caught inside the 35. And great yardage here all the way deep into Los Angeles territory. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Here we go.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never wanted to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. 14 yards, good for a Panther first down. Bridgewater on first down. Going for the deep ball. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 30. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And the last time that they were on the field, a little demoralizing. Missed field goal. You always feel like you want to get it in the end zone, but then, oh, well, at least we're going to get 3. Didn't go through the goalpost, so.
It does test the mental processes of a team, though, doesn't it? Because when you miss a field goal, it's amazing how fast they want to turn on the guy kicking the ball. But you need to keep his confidence up, because how many times have we seen games where it comes down to the stretch? And guess what? You need that guy to make the big kick for your team to move on or to win a game. Make sure you keep him happy. Make sure you keep him comfortable.
I'm sure you always treated the kicker nicely, though, right?
You know, truthfully, I did. Good. I always did, because those guys, they won us a whole lot of games.
Single, slot.
They run again with Hunt. And this carry, despite the good move, will be stopped short of the 10. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a third down. In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
Watch the topper. Hey, lock it. Hit it.
Off play action. Herbert flush to his right. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Mike Williams, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. For the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. And that drive happened quickly, which is great because they scored the points, but then their defense has to come right back out on the field.
It is exciting, isn't it, for the offense to do that? The defense is saying, okay, that's cool, but let's not make it a habit. We need to get some rest sometime.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side, because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Here's Bridgewater. And now here is another interception. It's Chris Harris with a pick. And he'll wind up losing 5 yards or so on the return, but no matter, they've got the football back. On first down, Hunt. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Shaq Thompson on the tackle that time. Off the play fake. Herbert. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Give the sack to Fletcher Cox.
Hey, Steve 6.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is.
And my goodness, another interception. It's Chris Harris with a pick. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. They'll start with Hunt on the ground. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Off play action. Herbert. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Back to throw. Herbert. That one is caught by Hunt. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this third and long play as we'll get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. On third down, Herbert. And he's got a man open. That's Allen. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. That one good for 13 and a Charger first. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. On the counter, Hunt looking for a seam but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
Hey, box truck.
To throw on third down. Herbert being chased out left. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time is now run out on this third quarter of play. And we're back now in Charlotte. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. And they'll get to this and touch it. Looks like, yeah, right at the 15-yard line here.
At their own 15-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. It's a Carolina first down on a gain of 16.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
They're going deep in the play. And down he goes. The pressure getting to Bridgewater. Melvin Ingram dropping the hammer off the edge. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Bryant has it. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
Ready? 22. I got it. Watch time. Tight end.
Off the play fake. Bridgewater. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Nearly a huge return as it is. Still a very good one. 24 yards. And the Chargers will be set up pretty well as they take over in great field position. They'll run on first down. It's Hunt. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hunt. And a 6-yard gain gets them right around the 43. The Chargers on 3rd down. 5 out of 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And that is incomplete.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation. And there, the defense won the battle. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field in this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his.
And now here is another interception. Desmond King picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Charger drive about to get going. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row. They were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Dante Jackson picks it. And he will score. Touchdown, Panthers. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell and just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down. They'll run again with Hunt. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Herbert, he'll go over the middle to Reed, complete. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. On 1st down, Hunt. And another mistake here defensively as a flag is down on the tackle, and that's going to tack on 15 more. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Here's Hunt. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Hunt. And down inside the 15 he goes. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. Now after the run by Hunt, here's 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. That one looks like he'll throw here. Flushed out right. And he will score. Touchdown, L.A. It's their quarterback. His 3rd touchdown of the game and 4th on the year. And the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. Crosby with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for our visitors, they're into the win column now as they move to 1-2 on the young season. And they'll get another road date next week. Meanwhile, for Carolina, the early struggles continue as they'll sink to 0-3. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.